and welcome back to another episode of Torg Eternity here on the WebDM Twitch channel. Not just Torg Eternity, we have a name for this game. It is called Reality Raiders 3, The Search for the Eternity Armor. Woo! What a name that is. My name is Rudy Basso. I will be the game master for today. You can follow me on Twitter at Rudy Basso, or you can check out my podcast network, Don't Split the Podcast Network.com. To my left, hello, Shauna. How are you?
Doing good.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me where you are on the internet.
Yeah, Shauna Flanksters on Twitter. Almost she, her, and that's her all the art and games and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My pronouns are he, him. And who are you playing as well? My apologies for not asking.
I am playing Beck Matsumoto, also she, her. Former, what was it? No holds baseball player, general ill-tempered, translated, and owner of a new awesome
chainsaw glove.
Yeah,
it talks to you also. We'll get into that later.
Yes.
That's always fun, right? When your weapon talks to you. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, cool. Below you we have Little Red Dot. Hi Dot, how are you today? Tell me about yourself, where you are on the internet, and who you're playing.
I am Dot, she, her. I am well. Thank you very much for asking. Especially in this crazy time. You can find me all over the internet as Little Red Dot. I play games, I roll dice. Just like I'm gonna do here today as our kind of fragile but yet prodigy level techie Flick. She, her, most of the time.
Nice.
When she's not undercover trying to make sure people don't notice her.
Across from you, across that beautiful Torg Eternity logo to the right, a man that loves one thing, and that is, well, I don't even have to say it, to be honest. He's literally covered in it. The American flag. Pruitt, hi, hello. How are you? Who are you? Where are you?
Well, I'm in a state of obvious denial here. But I am Pruitt, one half of WebDM, and I am here to play everyone's favorite patriot, Salvo, whose three favorite things are the colors red, white, and blue. Back to you, Rudy.
Thank you. Last but certainly not least, above you we have Amber, Rocket Orca. How are you? Who are you playing? Where else can we find? I just said where we can find you, but where else?
It's okay, Rudy. Hi, I'm Amber, also known as Rocket Orca. Use she, her pronouns. I can find me on geekspective.com, rocketorca.com. And today I am playing Cypress, they, them, or he, him, as we've been kind of feeling it out. And they are Isles' most carefree cowboy mage, although we haven't really seen too much magic yet. Maybe some this time. We'll see.
Maybe we'll see. Great. So last off, we left our heroes. You had just been given a task by the leader of the Delphi Council, Quinn Sebastian. He wants you to head into the Living Land, which is a savage primal place filled with dinosaurs, tribal peoples, cultists, and such, and recover, by any means necessary, a breastplate that is currently in the hands of a cult leader, former New York Wall Street stockbroker turned cult leader, Emilio Sheen. He also forgot to tell you some other things.
Oh, no.
Because the godlike figure controlling him forgot last session. This armor is so special because it is an artifact of our core Earth. It has a strong, strong connection to our core Earth because the core Earth of this game is not the core Earth that you, me, and everyone else you know in your life in the real world know. This is a world that does have magic. This is a world where Bigfoot probably walks around. This is the world where Excalibur existed. This is a world of high adventure and sometimes even superpowers. Things happen, miracles happen. It's not unexpected. People believe in ghosts, all that good stuff. So all the cool parts of our world, they exist in this world. Pretty neat. And just to verify, I do believe in Bigfoot in this world. He's out there somewhere in Alaska. Alaska's huge. I refuse to believe he's not there. Okay. So you have been tasked. So you have been tasked with going into Living Land. You have accepted this mission. He is somewhere in Connecticut. You are put onto a boat going towards Connecticut. It is a small kind of motorboat, and it's like one of those inflatable rafts that like Navy SEALs have that are like really badass, like tactical raft. And you're on it, and you're putting your way over. And as you do so, we're gonna roll for the raft. That's what we're gonna do to see if anything happens.
Oh no.
No, we're not gonna roll. We're just gonna say it happens. I'm the GM. As you get closer and kind of you feel this kind of wave go over you as you pass the edges of the land into this chasm, and the boat starts to slow down with its putting, and it starts to change around you. That rubber raft, that really tough rubber that these tactical boats have, starts to change into wood, and the proportions kind of narrow in and you slide together, and it's more like a canoe, like a really basic kind of raft canoe. And the engine turns into 4 paddles, and you all grab them and begin paddling your way to the edge of the coast. You're quickly taken in by the current, by the ocean waves, and you land on the beach. Now, let's talk about your friends and mine, the Gossbogs. When the High Lords invaded this planet, one of them in particular, who may or may not be their leader, a man named or known as the Gaunt Man, who runs the cosm known as Orosh, which has kind of taken over Indonesia. For those wordsmiths of you out there, Orosh is an anagram of horrors, because that's what this world is, a world of horrors and unspeakable monsters roaming the countryside. We're not there, though. We're not at that moment. But as a gift to the other High Lords, the Gaunt Man gave them these horrific monstrosity creatures known as Gossbogs. Gossbogs, it's like if it's like a long hedgerow of vegetation and roots and vines and things like that. But also sometimes there's like these mutated people that are like half human, half plant. And they're terrifying, and they have like poisonous, like scary bites. And a lot of times they're on the borders of the entrances into each cosm. And in this case, what do you know? There is a long hedgerow, as far as you can see, up and down the coast of these monsters, of these Boskogs. So, how would you all like to approach this hedgerow? Would you like to barrel through? Would you like to try and find a spot where there are no Boskogs present? You can kind of see them sprinkled within the vegetation.
How smart are these creatures?
So they are very dumb. They are very zombie-like, I'll say. They kind of see you and they attack you. That's kind of their MO.
And we're now in like a boat.
You're in like a canoe, yeah.
A canoe. Go with me here. What if we just flipped the canoe over and we hid underneath?
Wow. That seems pretty smart.
I
I was gonna light them up, but
Yeah, I was about to, I'd say fight them, but that sounds like, you know what? Let's do it.
I think Salvo wants to punch them.
You're muted, Salvo.
I can't. I want to know what you want.
Said, yes, it's a good plan. I really wanted to punch something. It's been a while. But
It's been...
Well, you may punch yet, Salvo. You may punch yet, because I forgot to do this. As you enter the living land. Out come the Cosm cards, everybody's favorite thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let us see
Yeah.
what we have. So they're all in your hand now, thanks to this wonderful add-on on Roll20 that you can purchase, and it will make your game oh so much easier.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Boom.
Oh,
yes.
people,
I'm very
excitement,
excited.
I assume, over the
Yeah.
Cosm cards. Does anyone have a Cosm card that says "Play now"?
Do I?
No,
I do.
no.
Oh, not
Not
yet.
this
Mr.
time.
Pruitt,
That's
Salvo?
not me this time.
I mean, mine just says travel or play while traveling the living land. I have
Play
a-
with. Oh, okay. So hold that one close to your chest, my friend, for you
Mhm.
may be doing some traveling in the future.
I got Law of Life.
Oh yeah, let's
you-
read. You know what?
yeah.
Let's just read them out.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. You and the group find a restful site with plentiful food and drink. Everyone
Let's put
heals
it out.
one wound, and Storm Knights gain one possibility.
Let's drag it out on here so everyone can see it. Make it nice and big. Show off that beautiful art. Grant, our producer, Grant. Thank you very much for producing. You're the man.
Yes, thank you.
Applause for Grant. If you don't mind, let's show off some of this beautiful artwork from Ulysses Spiele. Maybe Spila, also maybe. Grant, edit in the right pronunciation, please. Thank you. Whoa, this one's spooky.
What? Is he, which one are we
Oh,
looking at?
spooky. Ooh, Dino Attack.
Uh-oh. Try to get mine. Bring this one out. Ugh,
Uh-oh.
here's mine.
Cool.
If I can get it over there.
Gosh.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Oh.
The best defense. All right, why don't we go in a circle? I already spoiled one of them, but why don't we read your card aloud? Let's start with Dot.
Oh, okay. You and a group find a restful site with plentiful food and drink. Everyone heals one wound. All Storm Knights gain one possibility.
Ooh, nice. That's a fun
Yeah.
one to play.
Yep, little sleep, little rest time.
Let's go one to the right. Whose is that? Read it aloud.
Ah, yes. Creatures of the living Dino Attack. Creatures of the living land attack sometime this act. All Storm Knights gain 1 to 3 possibilities once the beasts are repulsed, depending on the strength of the attack.
Okay, great. That's work for Rudy, but fun work for Rudy. Work he's excited about. Next, to the bottom left. Whose is that?
Yeah,
Read it aloud.
That's me. The best defense. Tests for active defense don't generate a minimum +1 bonus for the remainder of the battle. All Storm Knights gain 1 possibility.
Okay, that's something you can do on your combat turn to be more defensive, as you might imagine. And finally, Pruitt, what do we got here?
Perils of the living land. Play when traveling the living land. The party must negotiate a dangerous obstacle, such as a massive waterfall that they must climb, a raging river they must swim, etc. All Storm Knights gain 1 to 3 possibilities once the obstacle is overcome, based on the danger introduced.
Oh.
GM's call.
Oh, that's me. Okay. So awesome. These are all fun things that I cannot wait to spring upon you if I get to. That's also that Law of the Life card. Awesome. Recovering a wound is not easy. I believe, Salvo, you did take an injury last time. Just real fast. If you take shock during a battle, once the battle's over, you recover it immediately. Wounds, however, normally take a roll. I believe it is a strength roll, and you regain 1 wound on a success per day.
Okay.
So in this case, we can hand wave it. It's been a couple days. There's plenty of medical personnel on the USS Ronald Reagan. They were able to patch you up with no problem, Salvo. But
Nice.
I also
just to
took a
keep in
wound.
mind in the future, that's why this Law of Life card is really good.
Nice.
By the way, when do we roll to soak damage?
So, okay, let's talk about soaking damage. This is another mechanic that we can discuss. You have your possibility points. We talked about things you can do with your possibility points last week. Mainly, give yourself another roll from the D20. If instead, when you are attacked, you can use a possibility point to soak damage, and to do that, you use you make a reality test. Now, that is a special ability that only you, as heroes of this world, can do. If you succeed on that, I have it written down, 1 second. If you succeed with a normal success, which is a DN10, reduce 1 wound in all the shock that is going to be applied to you. If it's a good success, you reduce 2 wounds in all shock that's going to be applied to you. If you roll an outstanding success, which again is 10 over the target number of 10, so 20 or higher, you reduce all wounds and all shock. You take 0 damage. So, pretty good. Pretty good. When that T-Rex that may or may not encounter you tries to chomp down on you and succeeds, that might be a good time to use Soak. Good question, Pruitt. Good question.
I have a perk that uses it, so just
Nice.
want to make sure.
Yeah. Cool. Alrighty then. We are doing Operation Canoe Hiding. Canoe Sneakery is currently in effect. Let us roll a stealth roll, and let me look up combined rolls or combined action, which will allow you all to work together to do this action.
So here for this. Yeah.
Yes. So right now we will have 4 participants. 1 person will lead, which means there will be a +3 to the roll of stealth on top of what other anyone can lead, on top of whatever bonuses there are. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. So who has a high stealth?
Stealth is related to
Dexterity.
dexterity.
I am not stealthy.
I'm middling. I have a
good-
10.
I have a probably the highest 12.
I was about to say I have a 12. I think I have a 12 too. I have a 13.
Yay!
I have a 13. Okay. Look at that. All right. So I can add 3 to it.
Yep. +3 is your modifier.
Boom.
What'd you get?
I got the roll was an 18. Result 19.
Yeah, it gives you a +5. Okay. Your makeshift mobile hiding place. Pretty good. Boskogs, like I said, or Gosbogs. Oof. Probably happens a lot. Gosbogs, not the smartest at all. In fact, they're very dumb. And so you're able to, and actually the canoe kind of makes like a nice spearhead through the hedgerow. It kind of like the momentum of you all running simultaneously pushes you through and opens up like a silhouette sized hole that you can all get through.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you continue running further and further in, and what do you know? You are now in the terrifying living land. Boom. Okay. You were given an approximation of where Emilio Sheen and his cultists are currently set up. We're going to need some tracking checks. Or, again, if you all think of another fun way to track down and find this place, you tell me.
I'll roll well that time.
So Flick has rolled a tracking check. She got a 9. I'm going to say that is not enough to kind of go off of the clues you were given by Quinn Sebastian and the Delphi Council. If anyone has another roll in them, I'll take survival even. Just as you kind of get a lay of the land, try and determine where people would set up civilizations, things like that.
I can do another tracking skill and like
Sure.
where Flick failed, like no, you gotta put your ear closer to the ground.
Sure, gotcha.
I imagine I'm using like something else, like a compass and like I'm aligning stars and stuff, and you're like just
listen to the land.
Okay, so 11 is going to start setting you off in a direction. You kind of don't really have more to go off of that, but you start moving out and you start traveling, which means we have run into a peril of the living land. And this peril is River Rapids. You see an incredibly harsh and fierce stream going down. You come across it's practically a river. It's so wide, but as far as you can see up and down, it is just dangerous. You have your canoe, or you dropped off your canoe, I assume. I don't think you would probably be carrying the canoe.
We've been
with
carrying
you.
it this whole time.
I mean, could use it as a roof if it starts raining.
Yeah, you can also
Shelter
use
is
it as
important in
workout
the living
equipment.
land. But I'm
This is
gonna.
This is the moment where the the final cross and Oregon Trail passes through Flick's mind, and she's like, "How do we wade this river?"
How do we ford it?
You
How do we
always-
get across?
You always lose one person. when you
Oh, one
try to cross.
Um.
Should have kept that martyr card.
Oh,
The rabbits.
what a sacrifice that is.
Go on.
Cool. So water vehicles is a skill in this game. If someone would like, I will let you use survival also to kind of build a makeshift raft. And then from there, you can try and use water vehicles to cross this. Or, of course, if you all, there are big trees everywhere. If you all can think of another way to get across, I am all ears.
Well, if there's big trees, and Salvo kind of like turns and looks at Beck, we have a way.
Oh. Yes, I have it, certainly.
Because you cut them down, and I'll just put
That's
one up on my
Yeah.
shoulder like Commando.
I haven't
And,
tried it out yet.
Yes.
Let's give it a
So
try.
yeah, you just look at your wrist and go, like in your mind, you say turn on, and vroom,
Let her rip.
the chainsaw shoots out, and there's a voice in your head that says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who we cutting? Who we cutting? Yeah, yeah, yeah."
Yeah, we're on. Yeah, me and this voice are on the same wavelength. So yes, we'll cut this tree
What? Trees?
soon. This will get us.
Okay, all right. If you promise, I'm not so thrilled about cutting trees. That's kind of not my thing. But all right, I'll do it this time.
Maybe we'll have a dinosaur. We'll have to cut something down to get to them. So
Oh,
make this thing.
all right. You cut down a large. Are you building a raft, or are you just cutting down big branches?
Is there a tree long enough that could stretch across most of the rapids?
Yes, so it'll take
Yeah.
some time, but definitely you can just, and especially because this is a very special chainsaw, you can, and you cut down an incredibly long branch, and the very strong Salvo flexes, takes his shirt off, I assume, and
Yep.
carries the branch over. This is the law of savagery, so I'm going to assume that your shirt rips while you're doing
Mm-hmm.
nothing. You're just walking and your shirt starts to rip off of you and your muscles
Yeah.
bulge out. Your muscles finally burst free of that shirt. Something they've been
Uh-huh.
trying to do for a long time.
Like an invisible Hulk Hogan ripped it off of me.
Exactly. So you now have a very long branch that does stretch the length of the river that you can walk across. But again, those rapids, they're wild. So we will have to make individual. I'm going to go with survival again. Survival checks to kind of get across safely and smartly.
Oof.
Oh God.
Unless you
Yes.
guys can think of something else. Of course, I'm
Oh,
always
no.
open to creative ideas. Is there magic you can use,
I
perhaps?
can disguise myself to look like water, so I just slip and slide
Can we?
easy through.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Immediately, my brain's like, "How deep's this water? This
Um.
river?"
So you can't see the bottom. Like, part of what that is because it is so like white and crashy and bubbly.
Bubbly.
But if you use like a long stick, you can push it down further, and even on the edge, it feels at least like 8 feet deep.
Okay, so it would sweep us away. We'd have to swim across. Okay, and the
Hmm.
tree didn't work. Like dropping the tree across didn't work.
No, the tree did work. Just the tree is kind of like a little bit above, like it's on the water level. Sorry, I wasn't specific. Like it wasn't high enough that you could get across.
Get
and be
across without
free
uh-huh.
of the water touching the water itself. So the rapids are still there. Just crossing will still take a check. It's difficult enough that I have determined it will take a check.
Okay. Okay.
Is the river wider than say 10 meters?
Oh boy, you want to jump it, don't you?
Yeah, I think we
Crazy.
both have the
Well,
same.
Crazy
Whoa.
son of a
Well,
bitch.
It's a better option.
I also have some rope, and so
Okay.
I would hazard to pull that out of my backpack. So as people wanted to try to cross, we could maybe tie them off
Okay,
in case they fell.
definitely.
We could try to help
Yes.
them back.
Your rope is definitely long enough that someone could go across and you could pull them back if they were to fall in.
Okay.
Takes one person.
Well, in
to
that
get across.
case, I would say either
And I'll give you a bonus. I'll give you a +3 bonus for having the rope tied off to you. You feel safer
Sweet.
crossing, knowing that shirtless Salvo will pull you to safety if you fall off of the tree.
Well, I would say that maybe Beck needs to go first then, because then you could like tie like I don't know. It would be you could secure the limb on the other side better to help stability.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right.
I have another option maybe. Salvo's very hella strong, right?
I mean, you know, I always hit the bell at the top of.
I was gonna say, would he
with the
say
hammer.
no ever in answer?
I
The
grab
sun
one,
still rises in the east, right?
we each grab one side of the bat. You basically like swing, just throw me. Just
Oh, you want me to like hammer throw you?
yeah.
Oh my
Use the
goodness.
momentum.
Oh,
I
dear
love it.
God.
Okay,
This
cool.
can only go well.
We can do this. We can do the Salvo special. And
Yes.
for anybody who has seen The Natural, that is an amazing joke. As I grab the bat and begin to swing Beck around.
Cool.
What kind of check would this be?
Ow.
So something strength related, definitely. You tell me. If you can't find anything, we'll just roll straight strength. If you can't find anything, that'll give you a bonus or whatever.
I mean, not really.
No,
mean,
I think
I
this
he's,
is
trust you.
he's
yeah.
pretty focused. So
So give me a straight strength roll, no bonuses. You know, you still have your possibilities and stuff if it doesn't go well.
I have
And
a rope. I'm tied to a rope if things don't
you
go
can pull her
super
back
well.
in, yeah, as well. You can pull her back
Yeah.
in.
still tied to a rope. So yeah, Salvo begins to spin around, and before the rope gets too tangled up, he lets fly Beck. And oh, I got all dramatic, and I forgot that it always asks for submit after that. Oh shit!
Oh boy. Okay.
So I'm gonna use a possibility point.
Nice.
Uh,
Good choice. So you've rolled a 3. We have it on screen, but let's all declare our rolls too. In case
Okay.
someone has to
wait, I
read
rolled a 2 or
lines.
the result is a 3? Which one do we
So
care
we're going
about?
off the results. So you rolled your base strength was 11, which is good. You rolled a 2,
Yeah.
which on our chart tells us that is a -8 to your 11.
You
which
slammed me
means
into the
your
ground.
result is a 3. Yeah, you throw her about 2 feet, and she splashes into the water.
So
Right in
use
front of you. It's just like the balance was off, or like you didn't get the full swing around. You let go too early. Something happened. Your form, you've done it. It's been a while since you did the old.
Okay,
the
but
old
I'm gonna use a possibility to
Oh,
see if I
Okay.
can.
All right. You're
Okay.
right. Okay.
So I put in. So in the last roll, then I put 3 instead of 2, right?
No, you put 2 because that was your.
Okay, that's what I
last
thought. That's
roll.
what I wanted to make sure of.
Yep.
It's
gonna
So let's
roll
see.
true, my friend. Oh, you rolled.
So
Okay.
here's the thing. What y'all
Yes.
didn't realize is he realized like throwing her across might not get her there. So he throws her right at water level, and she skips
Oh.
like a stone across the water and just and then lands on the other side.
Yeah. So you also just want to point out you rolled a 10, which exploded and gave you another 3, which gave you a total of 15, which was just enough.
I would like to
Give
take a
you
moment.
A 13. Yes,
to go to
Cypress.
Cypress to break the fourth wall and stare at the camera and go, "We all got pieces of crazy in us. Some
Quasi,
bigger than
please.
others. Crazy."
Okay, Beck, you are across. You can tie off the rope
Mhm.
to one large tree. You can tie the first end to another large tree, and you can just like hand cross the log with no difficulty. No more checks necessary. But I'm gonna roll a D3
Oh.
because maybe something else happens while you're crossing. That's not how you roll a D3. There we go.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Salvo.
Yo.
As you are crossing, final person crossing, I should say, you hear like a. Okay, I'm doing a bad job. Grant, bring in the Foley effects. Dinosaur growling, please. From the water, as you look to your right and you see swimming towards you. Well, look at that. It's the same exact dinosaur in the art for the card. Dino attack.
Is that a plesiosaurus?
Mhm.
Smaller. It's small.
That's
It's river.
Plesiosaurus. We don't
river.
wanna...
Yeah, river size plesiosaurus. Everybody get 1 possibility point, and let's jump into initiative. So, I'm going to take one of our wonderful drama cards. I'm going to place it out. We have Oh no!
Oh no!
Card called Oh no. And okay, this is a standard scene. This is not a dramatic scene. Dramatic scene would be the climactic end battle or something like that. Your possibility that you had from before remains. Your possibility points remain the same. So if you had more than 3, you still have more than 3. We have defend or intimidate are the 2 interactive maneuvers or interactive things, options to gain a possibility point. If you succeed in any one of those, you'll get a possibility point. And the villain goes first. So he is going to leap out and try to bite you from the water. It's big and scary. How do you spell plesiosaurus? We're going to let that one slide, everyone. We're going to let spelling real plesiosaurus slide.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
you first, and then I'll see if I can do the thing I want to do.
Okay, cool. Does a 11 hit your unarmed defense? Prove it.
Unarmed defense.
Unarmed
13.
defense. 13. So it
So is
leaps out to try and bite you. And you grab it with both hands on either side of its gigantic mouth and just hold it in place. And its tongue, its tongue slips out and like kind of gets all over you. And it's gross, but it's not biting you. You found like a small gap between its teeth that you're able to hold it on without impaling your hands. And that is its turn. Let's move on to the heroes. What would you like to do? In addition, heroes get the surge benefit, which means, I am telling you in a moment. Yeah, I don't have that on my notes. I'm going to look it up in a moment.
Okay.
Determine who you want to go first in the meantime.
Salvo is going to go first since I have this thing holding it and intimidates pretty hot right now.
Yeah.
So Salvo is just going to like, this thing's screaming in his face. He's literally going to like pull it a little closer and just scream right in its face as he holds its jaws from biting him.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to make it easier. Like basically I'm trying to freak him out so that my compatriots can help me. Yeah.
Okay. So roll me an intimidate check.
All right. Let's see what happens here. I'm not the best, but
that is not going to do it. This crazy, terrifying dinosaur does not seem to be easily intimidated as its tongue continues flicking over you. And
could I use a possibility?
You may always use a possibility.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and do that. So previous roll was a 16. All right, now we're up to a 19.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. You can, that is a normal success, which means you can choose to give it a -2 on future attacks, or make it vulnerable for your allies. They will get a bonus of 2 against it.
Yeah, I'm going to scream at this thing so it stays focused on me, and so my allies can get a good shot here.
All right, everybody gets a +2. To attacking this monster. You see its eyes go wide. As far as dinosaurs, like you sense the fear off of it, right? You might not physically manifest in this, but you sense it's frightened. Like in the end of Starship Troopers when he touches that brain bug.
It's
afraid.
afraid.
It's afraid, yes. Cool. I found out what Surge does. It's not good.
Oh, you fibbed to us. You made it sound like it was a good thing.
It sounds good to me. A surge is a momentary flash of reality, attempting to reconcile all the contradictory things within the zone. So, if you are not of this reality, which no one is, we must make a D20 roll to stop from becoming disconnected. Okay? So this is a single D20 roll using the worst of them.
So what is for my sake, what is the reality skill?
So reality skill,
It's like understanding when like its fluctuations and things of that nature.
let's look that one up. I know what it is used for.
And you use it to soak damage.
You use it to soak damage. I'm trying to find out like the fluff of it, like why. I think because you are special heroes that you are able to like alter
I
reality in
see.
certain ways. I'm just
Okay.
trying to find searching reality doesn't help on the
Here's my card that I played at the end of that round. I choose to inspire my compatriots.
Oh yes, great. Tell us what that does while I look this up.
If you inspire, let me zoom in. I give all of my other heroes a choice of one possibility, a draw from the Destiny deck, or they can recover 3 shock.
Wow, that's a great
It was
card.
some good screaming at that.
Yeah.
Do we all choose different? Can we all choose differently?
Yep, you can choose
Okay.
whichever you want of those 3.
Man, I'm racking up possibilities. Okay, I'll have to use those.
Damn, let me just. It's gonna be so nice using them.
Yeah, so reality is something special that you have as heroes. That's why it is a trained skill.
Right, and we're required to like have one. So I was just.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It
perfect.
allows
That
you
makes
to
sense
like
me.
resist. That's the thing that allows you. That's what
Uh-huh.
makes you special. It allows
Got
you
it.
to resist the changes that are happening in each of these cosms.
Okay.
But for now, because of the surge, everybody needs to make a d20 check to
So
see
I rolled 16 on that d20.
16. Okay, you're good.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
You're good.
9.
9, you're good. The only person that should be you're all. If anyone rolls a 4, then there's a 1 through 4. That's a problem.
Oh,
Okay.
Close.
So we're
I was like,
good?
oh, no.
We're all good. We're all good.
So
You
close.
you resist the surge that like the world kind of crackles around you, and like it's like a lightning storm, very quickly centered on this immediate area within the living land, and you feel like things change, and for a moment you see not a river but a very crowded like street with buses and cars zooming past, but then that disappears and once again it becomes a rushing and crashing river, and we're back to um to your turns. What does the dinosaur turn into, everyone, when you see a flash? Maybe it's a
City bus.
crocodile. Oh, it's a bus. No, it has to be an animal. Maybe it was like
It's
a
a
crocodile.
Crocodiles in the sewer.
It got
A
loose
pigeon-
from a
a
zoo
pigeon,
or
though.
something. Oh, it's a pigeon.
Rat.
Oh my
Giant
god.
rat. Yeah. For a moment, you see a giant rat going, and then it turns back into a terrifying river. Please.
Look, I think they're pissed off that you ruined their home way back when.
Yeah. Cool. So Pruitt went. Again, any hero in any order, you all choose who goes next.
I can go.
Cool.
I mean, once that plesiosaurus jumps out of the river, is like, oh, holy fucking shit.
Okay, Amber, try and
No,
keep PG-13.
Oh, sorry.
Also-
It's our one. It's our
That's
it's,
our
it's
one.
our one. It's our one. We got one.
Is that okay, Grant? Everyone gets one fuck. That's
Well, there's the
related
root.
to
There's
It's
sex.
good.
the
We
GM.
got it. We
Okay.
got it. It's good.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
I mean, that's
Sorry about
appropriate.
that.
It's a good thing too.
Yeah, well, it's
To,
like
to say too.
holy-
It's a
This is the time to use it. This is a good time to use it.
all right, and so then I'm going to I'm gonna try and use mag. I'm so scared. I'm just gonna go ahead and whip out let's see, some sort of like, I've got all these enamel pins on my my leather my jacket, so I'm gonna pull one off and use it as a bullet.
Whoa, neat.
Yeah, so let's try this. Maybe did it not go? Oh, I have. Oh, is it a +2 right now? To-
Mhm.
It is. It is a +2. Yes,
Sweet.
thanks to that
I need that.
intimidate.
Submit. 19.
19. That's a hit, and that is a good hit. So
Okay, cool.
tell me,
so-
what is your base damage?
It's 13, and since it's a good hit, I get 1 bonus die.
Yep,
So that's a d6.
that is a d6.
I got a 3.
3. So what is that total?
3 plus 13, 16.
16. So that is 5 on our chart we have here, handy dandy damage chart. That is 1 wound, 2 shock. So the bullet goes through it. It goes in and then continues going through this soft-skinned dinosaur-like creature. And you see it shoot off into the woods. And Pruitt, you're holding it. You feel it like flex in pain in your hands, and blood starts pouring out on either side of the holes that Cypress has created. Who is going next?
Okay. This is a big creature, right?
Yes, it is. It is large.
It's
It is.
large.
Yeah.
Okay. Flick reaches in her pocket and pulls out a stick of dynamite and looks at
Whoa.
her back and goes, "Can you, in the mouth?"
Hell yeah, I can do that.
I like and light it and toss it up so that you can try to like nail it with your bat.
I love it. Yes. Okay. Cool. So this isn't. I don't think you need to make a roll for this. I would even say this is just like a setup.
A setup, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
I will-
set back up. For
Sure.
the
You
successiness.
toss it in such a perfect way that I'm going to give Beck a +2 for her bat attack
To
against this
nail it with
dynamite.
dynamite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her eyes go wide. She's like smiles, like, and then she looks at Salvo. It's like, open it up, and then she'll get swing position and just take a good swing at this dynamite.
Oh, perfect stance, perfect form.
All
Let me
right.
get that roll.
All right.
Salvo begins muttering, batter, 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 batter. It's a baseball thing.
Modifier. Do we get 2? Or how many modifiers?
+2. +4 actually.
Yeah.
+4. You already
Okay,
have
4.
2, and I give you
Yeah.
another 2 from the setup from
Yeah. All right. Let's do
Click.
this.
11.
Possibility.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a possibility for that one.
Don't forget your cards too. If you went, you get to move a card into your hand.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll save that for later. Last roll is 2. Yep, that was
Okay,
19.
19.
Okay.
all
That
right.
is gonna do it. So this thing is wiggling and squiggling in your arms, but you manage to like hold it to the side, and it's a perfect target for all those days in the batting cages when you tried to hit it right back at the machine to break it, because that'd be really fucking funny. Oh no, I just did it.
That was 2 for you.
I said an F word earlier.
You said it in the description of how many F words we can say.
Oh, whoops.
I thought it was
figured
a
that'd be
little weak
cut.
to use yours like that, but I didn't want to
I
critique
thought
it.
it'd be cut, but
That was
whatever.
considered for educational purposes.
There you go.
Doesn't even qualify.
Nothing.
Education for fun.
Yeah, nothing scares a pitcher more than a baseball just zooming right past them.
Yeah, and it's a perfect line drive, and you hear a whoop as it's hit with such force that it goes literally just straight through its throat into its gullet. No swallow
Hit
necessary.
the deck!
And then you sense confusion coming off of it now, Salvo, in addition to fear.
Looks like you're gonna have a little heartburn.
I can say you can drop it, or if you do you want to continue to hold it in oh my god, what a badass. Okay.
I just close I keep its mouth closed so it can't spit it back up.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You're holding it closed, and its eyes are looking up at you, and then the whole back half of it just explodes outward. It's like you're holding a gun, and you just pulled the trigger. It just and guts and goo and all sorts of dino pieces go flying backwards, and you're still holding what remains of the head in your hands with the mouth closed shut. And yeah, you blew that dinosaur up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Beck just whistles and it's just like, ooh, I think I've seen a whale do that. That is disgusting.
Peeling stuff off my jacket.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Salvo tosses the remainder in the river, let it get swept away.
Yeah, it just
And-
you see it go down flying down the river.
Mm-hmm. And he finishes crossing.
You nonchalantly stroll across, wipe yourself off. Yeah, you're covered in goo and blood and stuff, and ugh. All right,
We are
Very
so
good.
loud.
We are.
Loudest thing in this entire Cosm.
Oh,
you're definitely loud.
Love it.
So night is beginning to fall as you continue traveling towards where you think Emilio Sheen has set up his cult. And it comes time to try and camp within the living land, which is never an easy thing to do. There are overhangs, there are caves, There's open fields, open plains. Where do you all think you would like to try and camp for the night?
Okay, so we're in like a forest.
Yeah, it's like a jungle more like. It's more like humid and kind of hot, like a jungle than just like an Alaskan forest where Bigfoot lives.
Well, can we use his Law of Life card and find like a safe place to do that?
Sure, I'll let you do that instead. Absolutely. You can use the Law of Life card. You won't get the same. Oh, yeah, you find a restful fight. Yeah, you won't gain the ability from wounds because no one has wounds.
Okay, perfect.
But you still will gain the possibility, and you can find kind of what looked like another camping spot that someone had made that was in an overhang and looks to be shielded from view, and it's like
Perfect.
not it's in a way that predators probably wouldn't come in this area. The wind doesn't bring your scent off into the area, so you feel safe as you can in the living land at this location. So great use of Law of Life. That Cosm card is now taken off the deck. Remember, everybody gets one possibility point. Wow, we've gone through 3 of our Cosm cards. Awesome. Okay.
All we have done is try to cross the river. For the record, so everybody knows we've used 3 of them to cross
That's
the river.
Torg Eternity. The reason the river was even there is because of them cards.
Cards.
Cosm cards. Very, very, very cool mechanic. Okay, do you want to set up watches, or what's the plan here for sleeping? I mean, again, you
Yeah.
do feel safe here, but
Okay, but it might not be a
Definitely
bad idea.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Salvo will take first watch.
Okay, everybody will take a turn. Is what I'm getting. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll a d4. So Salvo 1, Cypress 2, Beck 3, Flick 4. Flick, while you are on watch, last watch in the night, you hear some rustling in the bushes nearby, and out steps an elderly woman. And she says, "Hello, foreigner. Hello. Welcome to my land."
I'm gonna put my hands up. You shouldn't come any closer.
Oh, make me a spirit roll.
Oh no. Just a flat spirit roll?
Flat spirit roll.
Might be time to use some of that. I'm gonna use a possibility.
Okay, you rolled a 4.
Yeah. Oh, I did it again. I didn't put in my number.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Be sure to
the
do
worst
that.
about that.
So-
The last roll was a 4. I'm sorry. I'm so bad about that. Okay, so a 9.
A 9. Okay,
Still not very
you
good.
you feel as though someone is probing your mind. You don't feel attacked, but you feel like kind of invaded. They're not doing anything, they're not manipulating you, they're just kind of getting in your thoughts and learning what you know. And you see
yeah, okay.
if you want to react in any way, by all
No,
means, if
she
you want to
just.
yell for help
Do
or
I know it's her?
no, you just feel a presence.
I kind of look around to see if I see anything else, and if I don't, actually, do I have a? I have situational awareness. Does this give me anything extra?
Oh yeah, you have a perk called situational awareness.
I
Tell us
do.
about that perk.
Can I add 3 to that roll?
Sure.
Okay, so basically situational awareness says once per scene, a character with situational awareness may play any single card directly from her hand into her pool. I am
Okay.
currently sitting on willpower.
Nice. Pruitt, be sure to
Boom.
draw another card too. Remember, you always have 4 cards in between scenes, 4
Ooh.
destiny cards. Is
So
this it?
willpower. Add 3 to charisma, mind, or spirit, or a related skill total. So
Okay.
I could make that 9 a 12.
Okay. That'll be enough. It doesn't feel like she's trying to force her way into your mind. It just feels like this is something she can do. You're here.
Okay.
Might as well just give it a try.
But it is
But
coming
you're-
from her.
Yes, it's coming from her. You're able to resist it. And she kind of smiles and she says, "A foreigner in my land who knows a little something about the mind arts. Do you know who I am?" And sorry.
She asked a
yeah.
question, and I kind of, like a deer in headlights, kind of shake my head. Do you need help?
Oh no, I do not need help. Help. This is my land, and when certain foreigners enter the land, I don't mind. I accept new members of my tribe, new members of this land openly. But when other people enter and take what's not theirs, shall we say, it makes me a little upset, a little frustrated. And why, I could certainly intervene myself, but I get the sense that you might be here for the same reason I'm here, or the same frustration I have.
Flick kind of like muttering, like, I'm not the diplomatic one. I talk to myself in a computer screen most of the time. Flick goes, what is our call sign, y'all? There's got to be like, is it like a bird noise? What was the nightly setup for tonight?
What is the problem alarm?
What is the problem alarm? Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Cypress, you're up in a flash. You're up in a flash.
Instant.
I say really loud, like maybe there's like I'm not sure if I'm in trouble or not, but I am not the person to deal with this situation.
Sure.
Flick turns back when he goes, we can't, we're people, to help you.
Maybe someone who can put two words together would be better to speak to.
Mind arts.
I'm sure you're very good at other things.
Other things, yeah. Flick's like, just very nervous and kind of jittery.
Sure. So yeah, Cypress will mosey on out.
Okay, sure.
Howdy! When I see the new person standing here.
What's your normal spirit? I'm pretty sure it's low, but what's your spirit?
My spirit?
Yeah.
Oh, my spirit is high.
Oh, your spirit is high?
Oh, my spirit, the attribute is 13.
13. Okay, cool. So you know immediately, you can feel like the power rolling off of this individual. You can feel the spiritual power rolling off of her. And knowing what you know about the living land, this has to be some sort of godlike person.
Okay.
And especially after Flick fills you in on the way she talks, like this is my land kind of a deal.
Yeah.
This seems like a VIP. This seems like an important individual.
Oh, gotcha.
And Flick probably says important, not should not speak to them. You speak.
Okay, well, all right. I'll handle it from here, Flick. Thank you. So yeah, what can we do to help you?
Based on your equipment and your gear, something tells me that you might be here in a way that could help me.
Yeah.
There is a man, and she kind of frowns even at that. There is a person who is taking some of the magic, the spiritual magic of this land away. I would like him to be stopped, but sometimes I can't personally intervene in these matters. There is a hierarchy to this world. There are other people in charge. And you see her frown and squint, and like she's thinking of someone in particular. And to attack someone openly would break a truce, one might say, between me and him. I can tell you the location of this man. I think he's of your world who has taken over a piece of my world. I would like you to stop him, and I would like you to kill him.
Oh, the cult leader. I say, from a bush. Putting it all together finally.
She frowns like big time when you say cult. And she says, yes, the one who is stealing those who should follow my ways.
So out of character, this is, what was his name again?
Lenala!
Oh, no.
You get the sense that might be the goddess Lenala herself.
Right.
Yeah.
This is her, the other guy. What was his name?
Yeah, what's the
So
other guy?
the High Lord of this land, remember every Cosm has their
Mhm.
own like boss character.
Mhm.
His name is Baruch Ka. And
Oh.
you know, just based on intelligence that has been passed on, some of the dossier stuff, that they have a very peculiar relationship. Like Baruch knows that Linala is a major force in this world, and that worshiping her as a spiritual entity, pretty much everybody does. But at the same time, he wants to be the one in charge. To go outright and attack her would then be sacrilegious in a lot of ways. So he is trying to gain her favor, but at the same time trying to make sure she doesn't get too strong. And so, like I said, they have this kind of weird truce kind of thing going on.
Gotcha. So is this the High Lord? Is he using people to do stuff behind her back or behind?
So Baruch has like this giant clan. I'm forgetting their name. It might be called the Dagger Eaters or something like that. I'm sorry. So much lore. But they're huge, and they're like a terrible gang within this world. You kind of like have to join. So the thing they do is they brand people rather than just like attack them and kill them. And if you have one of those brands, it's like a dark mark, if I make a Harry Potter. Like, you've got this thing on you, people are afraid of you. Are you an actual member? Did they just brand you? You're kind of forced to join them because of the social stigma of having this brand.
All right.
It's a really like cold way of forcing people to join you.
Okay. So just to tie back the mission at the beginning, there's a person who has a chest plate, correct?
Yes, that chest piece. This guy that she's talking about, yeah.
So yeah, sounds like we do have mutual interests, and we could potentially make a mutually beneficial agreement. You said you would provide us the details of his location?
I can, and maybe I can do a little more.
Well, that would be most excellent.
Let's roll persuasion. If that's a thing, right?
Lord, that's not good for me.
Let's roll. Let's find out what's another way. What can you offer her something for more help? What can we do?
What's like?
Do you want to wake up somebody else who's better at talking?
Well, somebody who has
another
a
yeehaw goes off from you, and when you yeehaw, everybody hears it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost my hat.
The hat goes flying.
I'm not gonna do it. I want to.
Don't yeet that much, haw.
I yeet too hard. Yeah, I wake up the rest of the group.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to yeehaw? Because I would blow out the speakers.
We'll save
I've
the
lost my
yeehaw for.
glasses.
We'll save it for a real special moment. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Salvo or Beck, are either of you good talkie types?
Not on the character sheet.
Oh, sure. Wow, we found a weakness in the party.
Not on the
Note
character
to self.
sheet either. I might be if this is it. I might be the highest, and that is maybe not the greatest.
Okay, remember we've got possibilities. We've got.
Mine's a 7, a real hard 7, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, my persuasion's a 6.
Same
All I
here.
will
Let's,
say this: in a half-dream state, I heard that you said this land is your land. Well, this land is my land, from California to the High Lord Ka-Man.
Okay, she says maybe once it was your land, but right now it's my land. So let's not get into
work
it
together.
Okay, yeah.
What I'm saying is we got to work together because it's our land.
Very noble endeavor. Let's talk about critical moment. Another mechanic in this game that is very cool. Once per act, as a free action, a player may play her entire hand directly into her pool. So if you've got cards that boost your rolls, if you've got cards that let you re-roll, stuff like that, you can put all your cards out there right now and you can contribute. So who's got great cards? Who's got great Destiny cards?
I've got 2 supporter cards. So play to add +3 to any other character's total. But I don't have any other. Like if I play all.
You have 2 of those.
I have 2 of those.
I have.
So that's a +6. That's pretty good.
I can't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't beat that either. I have a reroll, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, I got an action +3 card. That's it.
Okay. So it sounds like Cypress has got the duty.
So, but I'm supporting.
Sure.
Any other characters?
Yep. Anybody that goes. So someone can make the roll, and then you'll get the +6 from Cypress's 2 Destiny cards. Good usage.
But I have to get rid of all 4, right?
Yeah, you have to ditch all 4.
You
Okay,
said
got
you
it.
have how many, Shauna? 7?
7 what?
Your charisma is 7.
Yes, charisma
Yeah,
is
that's
7.
that's what mine is too. Do you want to do it?
Sure.
You do it.
All right, let's
You
do
do it and add the 6.
It's like, all right, cool. All right, so yeah, it's just, well, we just want this guy out. I'm pretty sure you want him out as well.
Hmm.
Then it can be our problem. It won't be your problem anymore. All right, let's see. Where's my sheet? There it is. Charisma, and what was the bonus?
Plus 6.
Okay,
Yeah.
plus 6.
That is a 13.
Hey,
Okay.
you could use a possibility on this,
Sure, I still.
Oh, Cool. Love
right?
it.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do it. So I rolled the
Possibility
12.
13.
Rolled 12.
Okay, so Amber, redraw 4 cards.
Oh boy, never mind. Sorry, that was the wrong thing. Put value modifier. It's
No modifier.
No
this
modifier,
time. It'll,
okay.
Yeah, it'll automatically. Take your
13
last
is
roll.
though the next number you'll put in. That's the one I
Okay.
keep messing up. That's the only reason I know that.
I thought we put
No,
the
it's
roll in.
12. You put the roll in.
Oh,
so
the
it's
roll.
-1. Okay, so
Yeah,
so-
so it's fine. You.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, right.
Oh, it's supposed to. What happened here? Okay.
No, that's right. Last roll would be 12 total roll.
No, it should be
23.
13 plus 8, right? We'll look at it later.
well, the total was 23. So like it,
Yes.
yeah. So
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, I understand. Okay, yeah.
I rolled
Okay,
2
so
7s.
a 15. Actually, that's going to be enough to do it. She says, "I will help you further. I'll tell you where he is, and after
Oh.
you kill him, I will make sure that his people do not attack you. I will swoop in and I will make them follow me."
That sounds like a good deal. Shake.
Shake,
jaw.
shake. She
Mhm.
says.
Just hand.
Yeah. Sure, she shakes.
Okay.
This
Good.
is a binding agreement, yes?
Yes.
This is symbolic of.
She'll look at everyone else like, right?
Salvo, he reluctantly agrees.
Reluctantly. Okay.
He has a whole no killing thing.
Oh, that's right. No killing thing. Okay.
We don't have to kill him, right? We could just take him back.
She says, "I would prefer if you killed him."
I have no problems with killing anybody.
Great. I'm in. I'm in. Are we voting, or is this just? Okay, I'm gonna follow the group now.
Ye-
Gonna do the thing.
Dire measures, Salvo, next time. This is a real bad one, so. Yes. We agree then.
Excellent. And she gives you directions to where to go east X amount of miles or whatever.
I'd be booping into my thing to like give us a trajectory.
Oh, you got a beep boop thing
Beep
on
boop.
you?
Don't I have a glove?
Sure. Oh yeah, that's right. That glove. That beep boop. Yeah,
I
you
have
have
that beep boop glove, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
that
I,
beep
yeah,
boop's
I
all
just kind
good.
of like make notes of the instructions or directions she provides us.
That's a special beep boop. Yeah.
Ooh, that was strange. I don't think I've ever shaken hands with a god before, but that was weird.
Yeah, you feel like you feel spiritual energy like flowing through you as you shake her hand. It's very peculiar and bizarre and not something you'd ever experienced before, but not unpleasant.
Like, says I'm at. Oh wait, this is PG-13. I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Let him fly.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I would say, yeah. I met God one time.
Oh, okay.
She says.
Sure. Everyone believes you. Yeah.
Everybody believes that. You don't know if she's telling the truth or not, but I met God one time.
Alrighty. Dawn breaks. You know where to go. Do you all just head there immediately? What's the plan?
I think we should pose as cultists.
Ooh, I do know a magician who knows disguise. It's
I'm a little
Cypress.
freeze, yeah.
As long as we
Well-
don't actually drink the Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, we
kinda
should ask
thirsty,
what
though.
they look like.
That sounds good. Shouldn't.
Dear God,
Yes.
what do the cultists look like?
Sure. So let's talk about the people that swarmed into the world from the other reality. They're not actually humans. They're called Idinos or Idinos. This is a thing that people in Torg really do argue about. We're going to go with Idinos. That's the pronunciation. They're basically lizard people. They look like lizard people, and they have sharp claws and sharp teeth. They speak common or English, whatever. Just they look like lizards. That's what they do. In this case, they are the people that are mainly the followers of Lalana, and they are the ones that are currently following Emilio Sheen, stockbroker turned demigod. So you know exactly what they look like. If you want to disguise yourselves as them using magic, that is totally possible. Tell me about disguise spell, Amber.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. So I'm trying to see if I can cast on multiple. I know I could do multiple targets for attacking. I wonder if it does it for this as well.
So I would normally say like take 20 on this kind of thing if we were in a high magic cosm, but because we are not, I think you will have to roll. What is disguise? Can you read out disguise for me?
So disguise gives a caster or an ally, if desired, the physical appearance of another, including clothing, weapons, and other normal accessories. Items created as part of the disguise are useless beyond looking the part.
Okay, awesome. So give me 4 rolls of that then. If you roll good, then you can get 2 people. If you roll outstanding, you can get 3 people.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Don't roll a 1 through 4.
Yeah. All right.
Or
I like those odds.
Real lizards.
Oh, y'all close your eyes.
Well, one of you turns into lizards.
I hold my breath too. I don't know
Cypress.
why, but
this may or may not be painful.
What?
What? As you say what, you feel as your limbs start stretching out. And
yeah,
it doesn't
that
hurt.
was to beg. That was to beg.
You don't actually turn into something. It just it's like a magical shadow over
Like
your
illusion
yeah,
or something,
exactly. It's
okay.
like an illusion.
That was just a joke. All right. The first one is a 13.
Nice. So Beck, you're good. You look like one of them. In fact, you also can have on your back like this specific kind of missile spear that they use. It's like in a sling normally, and they use it for throwing or for stabbing.
Okay, cool.
So just a FYI, this duration is only 10 minutes. So can we make sure we
Oh, sure. We can fast forward to when you're about to approach or whatever.
Okay. So just knowing that I can do it now. All right. So the next person's.
we're gonna be inside and it's gonna wear off. This is
Just see Beck doing this over and over again.
All right, Salvo's turn.
Whoa! So that is an
Wow.
outstanding success. You rolled a 10 and it explodes. So you know what? You get to everybody. Bam! You cast a spell. It goes over Salvo, and then it moves over, and it changes Flick, and then it moves back to you, and it changes you. Everybody looks like an Idino.
Sweet.
Or a Dino. I'm gonna switch between them. That's just how things are gonna be today. I don't want to take a side.
How do they move? Is this the move of the
Jeez. Grant, can you pull up a picture of art of a dino for us?
She's just walking out like this is
You hear a cultist say, "What are those guys doing?" as you walk over like that.
We saw you in a picture once.
It seems like they're currently in the middle of some sort of ceremony because there is kind of like a temple with stairs leading up. I think like Mayan style, you know what I mean? Leading up, and there's a big throne at the top of the temple, and there's a man sitting on a golden throne, and he's got this blazing like copper or bronze chest piece on. It seems a little out of the ordinary in this area, this era. It looks cool, looks nicely polished, very shiny, and he's giving a speech about how he's gonna bring I'm trying to think of stupid 80s sushi. He's gonna bring sushi to this land, this new hot food trend known as sushi. He's really into it these days. He's going to set up a gym program with some really neat equipment. Jazzercise. Yeah, you hear the word jazzercise somewhere in there, but that's probably what it is. He's going to,
they're all very much engrossed in his speech.
100 like hypnotized.
Okay.
Just like hands like clenched and nodding and like yay, like applauding.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he kind of like stumbles over his words and he's just kind of like thinking, and they think this is an applause break and they just start applauding, and he gets very into that. Yeah.
Okay.
Part
while
of you
they are
wonders. Sorry.
go-
go ahead.
is this? Are they in like a commune? Is that what this is? Like a
Yeah,
housing
you see
commune?
huts, exactly. You see
Okay.
like some huts built up, some basic like, yeah, there's a commune is a perfect way to put it. They kind of all live together in this area around the temple, around the guy with the shiny shirt.
Mm-hmm. We should sneak while they're not looking. Yes.
We should do get help.
We should. What are we gonna
What
do?
if one of us pretends to be injured so we can get up to the front so he can heal us?
Wait,
do that?
Does he even do
I don't know. If this is a cult, they believe he can do anything, probably.
Yeah,
And what, you're gonna just take his breastplate off in front of everyone?
No, then we jump him when we get up there.
and we push
Well,
him down.
like,
Look at
6
how tall
minutes
that
left.
thing. If we push him off, he's sure to like.
Well, you are all
Like, what are we gonna do? I don't know.
whispering about the plan.
poison?
He says, and that is the end of my speech today.
Oh,
I love all of you. But now it's time for
Yo, more! We want more from the very back.
Encore.
Tell us about the jazzercise.
Interest in the jazzercise? Why, this is a first and one I
Where's
shan't let
Tab?
pass me by. Oh, Tab. So did someone say Tab? Surely you're referring to something else, but I know of a certain Tab that is the best of all the colas. And he begins going off on another speech about 80s stuff. 80s stuff. So let me tell you about phones that you can use. They're rather large, but you can call people from anywhere in the world.
Okay. I was just gonna hide in his bedroom until he took it off tonight and then steal it.
I thought you
Wait,
agreed to kill him.
I don't know that I can do that.
I mean,
I don't kill people. You kill people.
I
My
died.
point.
Yes, I do.
Oh my
Every
god!
night
With a heavy sigh.
I don't.
Imagine there's a very dramatic cut in our little movie.
I
You
think
just look off in the distance. And
kill people.
To my shot of my bed at night and a tear coming.
Flick, if I recall, you're the one that flicked your bick and lit that dynamite. Okay, so
that was
That was a
setup.
dinosaur.
Okay, that was a setup.
so pass the buck to me.
She bunted it. I just lit it. Okay, you know what? Let's go with your plan. We'll just
and Salvo
him in front of
faints
everyone.
into Beck's arms.
Oh
It just-
no!
Lays there with his
Oh
tongue
my
lolling
God.
out.
Hold us down!
Oh no! My
Hold us
friend has
down!
fallen ill. How he will surely die.
I will help you. And he leaps off of the temple and jumps really high,
Oh,
like
shit.
bounds down the
Oh
temple
no!
and comes running over to you, and baseball slides over to you for some reason.
Mm.
And then he looks up and he smiles because he thinks that was great form.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he expects applause.
I can't. I'm holding.
Safe, he says,
drop
and then
my-
he smiles at everybody.
Oh.
Now, what seems to be the problem here, my friends, my followers, my family?
My friend has fallen ill. He
Ah!
went out gathering for food, and he. Oh, look at him.
The gatherers are the true heroes of our society, and to see one ill like this breaks my heart. He places a hand on your chest, and you're not hurt. You're lying. Ha.
You're
But
stupid,
you
yo.
feel like, man, if I was hurt, I wouldn't be hurt anymore. You feel
Mhm.
like warmth kind of spread out along your chest, going to all of your limbs. And he goes, yes, I'm effective.
Thank you.
Thank you for all of your work.
Because I
Let me
was
shake your hand. He He shakes your
And he
hand.
reaches to shake his hand. He's like, "Cause I was choking on a knuckle sandwich," and just
What?
Yes.
goes to punch him
Oh!
across the face.
No! Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Oh boy.
We are-
Oh.
Cool. Let's I'll give you that surprise attack and then let's go into drama.
So
Because I was choking on a knuckle sandwich. Kill me.
I try. So we're just gonna do. This is just a straight up unarmed attack. Is there a bonus for being a sneak attack?
Sure, I'll give you +2.
Where did you go? I clicked you. Unarmed
Oh.
combat.
Wait. Oh no.
Oh, what's going on? My computer's still freaking out.
We're bumping this up to dramatic scene, by the way,
Mm.
because this would be the climactic moment in this act.
Okay. You said that was a +2. And I'm going to go ahead and use a possibility die.
Okay.
So let's see. My roll was a 9. No modifier.
Whoa!
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. So you get
Oh.
to you punch him good. You roll a 34.
Wow.
Which gives you a +10 to your previous roll of 14, giving you a total of 23. So that's 2d6 bonus damage.
So 2d6. Booyah. So an extra 10
That
on top of.
explodes
Oh.
your base of 11.
Explodes.
So it's not
Yeah.
extra 10, it's actually extra 9.
So I need another d6.
One more d6, yeah. So
So
9 plus
so
a
it's
13 plus 11.
11.
Right?
So it's 24.
24. Wow. Okay, yeah. So he absorbs a bunch of it because of his armor. And he gets knocked backwards by your punch and falls backwards. And you see your disguise fades away when you do
Mhm.
this. And he reacts poorly to this being punched in the he falls backwards into the arms of some of his followers, which I should have been more specific. There's like 100 people here.
That's what I thought. There's a lot of people, right?
There's
Can
like
I,
100 people
Can
here.
I try to be part of those people that
You
like,
sure
try
can.
to catch him? Okay.
Yep.
I would like to. This breastplate attaches like a normal breastplate, right?
Yeah, it's got straps in the back.
It's got straps in the back. Can I try to like?
So it's his turn.
Right,
Actually,
right.
Villain's turn.
Okay.
At least you didn't do
Um,
that thing where it's like you punch him and he just like stops and just like smiles.
Oh yeah, like
Oh,
breaks
no.
your hand.
Oh.
No, it definitely you hit him. You hit him good.
Oh.
And he falls backwards, and you turn into a human, and he goes, "What? What? Hey, you're a human!" And he doesn't seem angry or upset. He seems excited to see another human, and his eyes go wide, and he goes, "You're Salvo.
Oh,
I
no.
was such a big fan of American Gladiators, and then when you were in the WWF, oh my god, you spit the real truth, man. You spit the real truth. You know what? I'm not gonna kill you. I'd love for you to be my guest instead of punching me in the face so hard, like I would expect from Salvo. Oh my god, it hurts." And he touches his chin. And then you see like an aura of light go around his chin, and it's the same thing that he just did to you. And you can see teeth like reforming in his mouth that had been broken, and his jaw kind of straightens out. And he says, "Oh my goodness. So, okay, you got me one big. I don't know why you're here, but I would love to talk about some things in the before times instead of just killing you if you are open and amenable to this."
You mean the long, long ago?
The long, I love it. The long, this is the kind of creativity that you were bringing to WWF that they weren't ready for.
I mean, first off, I'm honored. Secondly, I give those out instead of autographs now. So
I love it. It's a dangerous world. I
Mhm.
kind of get it. I don't know why you were disguised as one of my followers, but
I just turned. I don't know. That's I was all of a sudden I was a dino person. It was weird.
Oh! Were you cursed by Lalana?
Is that her name?
That's her name. She hates me. It's not preferable. I do not prefer it.
Yeah, she didn't tell me that.
Oh,
I
that
was
makes no sense.
Creeping through
Let
the
me
bush.
guess. You were sleeping and then you woke up punching me in the face.
I mean, that's what it feels like. I was confused.
Lalana! And he looks off at the sky and he kind of shakes.
And Salvo looks to his friends. It's like,
So we're all scooting back into the crowd.
He just melts back into the crowd.
That's just standing there. It's like there's a confused lizard face. Like it doesn't convey the true what's happening here.
You see like glazed over looks in a lot of the eyes of the other people. So you fit right in with a confused look.
Like how glazed over? Like everybody, toked up a little bit before group gathering?
Yeah,
or like
I would say
like
just
they
like
are under control.
Not directly, like entranced, kind of waiting for the next thing to do. Not like he is directly controlling them, but they're easily susceptible to being told to do something right now.
Did they drink the Kool-Aid?
You see, their eyes seem to be fixated on the chest plate too that he's wearing. They're not following him with their eyes.
They're
looking at the chest plate.
I still look like one of these people.
The three of you do. The only person that has changed is Salvo.
I slip over and just very quietly, I was like, Salvo, ask him to try it on. You want to try it on?
mm-hmm.
Try it on.
Another dino. Colton is like,
so you start doing that, and like birds, other dinosaurs around you also start nodding because they see nodding.
So, you big fan in the American Gladiator days, huh?
Yeah. You got fired for violence against the contestants, right? You were just too hardcore.
Well, I mean, they came to me and they were like, we want to do a teen show. And I'm like, well, why don't you get teen gladiators? And
sure.
They said no. And I was like, well, I go hard or go home. And so I went at 110% and they didn't like that. So we had a difference of opinion. But I mean, if they had something like what you got there, what is that? What is this? And he kind of motions to the breastplate there.
Oh, this one. Yeah. I mean, listen, man. When everything changed, I headed south, and south ended up being, I headed this way from New York, Connecticut, which would be east-ish. Yes, I headed east towards the ocean because that's made sense to me at the time. That's what I heard. An insider tip, if you will. And my car turned into like a wagon halfway here, so I walked the rest of the way. And like I tripped and fell down some stairs that appeared out of nowhere, and like sitting on this pedestal was this sweet chest piece thing. So I'm like, oh well, I guess I'll put this on. And then everybody started following me, and now I have so many friends. It's pretty sweet. But what?
I was just gonna say I'm glad to be counted among them.
Oh well, hopefully. So here's the thing. I have Salvo here with me. I am a little bit kind of strained for entertainment these days, which is why I have that. And he points to the far side of the temple, an area you hadn't seen earlier, and dug into the ground with a wide stone side is a pit. It's a pit. And he says, I want to catch up and talk to you and talk about what's going on out there, but I sure did love it when you hit that guy on American Gladiators with the head with one of those joust stick. What do they call those things? What do they call those joust stick things?
It was a joust stick.
Joust stick. That makes sense. Yeah, I get it. Joust stick. Could use some punch up. It's no eternity armor. No, he doesn't say that. It could use some punch up. So let me do this. And then he points at the ground or he points into the forest, and shooting out of the forest, bam, into his hands is a joust stick. It's like made of wood. It's got leaves that have been padded over and over and over into what is essentially a 1-for-1 recreation of the American Gladiator joust stick.
Mhm.
And he goes, "Why don't you take this?" And he throws it to you. Do you catch it?
Yeah.
And then I'll take this. And then he points into the jungle again. And there's like a pause. He's like, hold on, I'm doing a thing. No. Sometimes this takes some time. And then over the pit is a young Tyrannosaurus Rex. And it's being kind of held in the air like by telekinesis. And I'll put this in this. And he puts the T-Rex in the pit. And you've got that. And then you go in there. You know, you said 110% was for humans, and it was too much. I think 110% against a T-Rex. Dare I say just enough? Dare I say not enough?
Dare
I
you
think
not
now
say
it's the
anything?
time.
All right. Okay. I'll
Do you wanna
take
say
your
something?
wager. I'll take your wager.
Oh, listen. If
but-
you, let me hear it.
If I win,
I'm a
I
fair
get to
man.
I get to try on your breastplate because it looks pretty snazzy.
If you win, we'll talk about the breastplate.
N-
Final offer.
uh,
5, 4,
You're
3.
on.
That's
You're
what I
on.
like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Cool.
Can I do another fourth wall break?
Yeah, absolutely.
So a dino cultist stares right at the camera, goes, "If you found yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging."
Okie dokie. I'll say that when no one's looking, you cast magic again, and who cares? It succeeds. I don't want to mess things up. So the three of you continue to have your disguises going on. He hands you he goes, wait, one more thing. And then he swishes his hand again, and out comes like a helmet made of sticks, and like it was the same kind of helmet that they would wear in the joust. And he goes, "Did you have any other armor or padding or something? I don't remember. Let me know." No,
Elbow
it's just a
pads.
helmet, right?
Yeah.
Elbow pads? Sure, yeah, I can do that. And he snaps his finger again, and some makeshift elbow pads come out. Give yourself 2 armor for helmet and elbow pads. This will increase your toughness if you add it on the wonderful character sheet to armor, and then just do I believe it's adds, just do 2, and it'll automatically factor into your toughness. The T-Rex looks confused but angry, as one might be when it is taken out of its home and put into a pit to fight a human
I
being.
feel bad for this T-Rex. I'm gonna be honest, y'all.
A little bit. But as we start to move towards the pit, I find my ensorcelled compatriots and be like,
Sure.
"I'm the distraction. You better do this." And he starts heading towards the pit to fight a T-Rex with a leaf padded stick.
He brings down the leaves are really dense. Okay, so it's not
okay.
that it does feel like there's some weight and some heft to it. It's not just like air inside in the middle. It's like they've been wrapped up very tightly, so they do feel strong. Let's say that this is a weapon that is +2 strength. Okay,
Okay.
but put joust leaf stick. He points up at the throne, and it comes floating down, and he goes da 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 da. Did you ever watch that show, Star Trek? Da 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 da. Oh, this would be great.
I think Batch is like, that's not the right song. Not the right song.
So what is everybody else doing as Salvo kind of gets in the zone of one-on-one fighting a small T-Rex? Also, I should just say from meta, I don't know if you guys have read much about the monsters in this game. Guess what? T-Rex is pretty hard to fight. So just in case anyone was wondering, this is a tough opponent for old Salvo.
So,
We should
All
be
right.
consulting each other.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
he's strong. Not
Yeah,
that strong.
correct.
Okay,
What are
okay.
we doing?
So where is the leader? Where's he watching from?
So he has moved to the edge of the pit. There's like a overhang of like rocks and stone that have been built on the top on the ground level, and he is currently in his throne standing or sitting on the overhang. So he can get a really good look.
Well,
Okay. Can we get up there? Like, is this
so-
one of those like Roman emperor style like boxes where
No,
he's like out
so-
of the reach of the plebeians?
So no, it's all ground level, and the
Okay.
pit is dug into the ground. So everybody's kind of
Got it.
like goes around the pit and watches from above.
Oh,
I'm,
Okay.
I'm worried about this healing powers.
Once you get that, if you can get that thing off him,
Yeah.
okay.
nobody's
I
sitting
can get
in
it.
that
I
throne.
can get it off of him. I can. Do you remember when you used to be in school and you had a bully and they used to tie your shoelaces together and then they would do something
And then you hit them?
stand up and trip? It's gonna be like that, but when he stands up, the breastplate's gonna fall off.
I never went to school.
Well,
I usually just hit them.
we learned a lot about Flick
And
in
then-
that moment, and Flick goes, "I'll undo the buckles without him noticing, as long as we keep him distracted, and then we need to get him to stand up and just fall
Oh, I
off."
can.
Right off.
Oh, I can definitely.
Just
do
making
that.
sure it would work.
Okay, cool. Good, 'cause-
I can.
Oh no, I just put it in, so I was making
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
it was
yeah,
all
no
right.
worries, no
Yeah,
worries.
then I go,
Oh.
"As for Salvo," and I point down to the pit.
He can last.
I
He'll-
love
he'll-
it.
He'll hold.
Maybe we get the breastplate to him.
We could try.
I can also intervene. I mean, what would be more
Would
distracting than someone crashing this
We
thing?
can't.
Another lizard person.
Oh, another lizard person hitting.
And then he'll stand up and say, "No, what's that lizard doing?"
I need to. Okay.
Oh, I see.
All right. I guess then I should get moving.
Yo, before you start moving, Rudy, can I play
Yes.
cards right now?
Mm,
No.
no,
No,
we have
okay.
to. You already used your critical moment too,
Oh, so this is a different scene. This is something complete.
so
this
that's
is-
one per act you can use. Yeah, I think
Okay.
I'll
Got
have to freshen up on the rules regarding cards, but I'm pretty sure they only kind of happen once we're in.
or
combat.
like I have a
Otherwise-
special perk that allows me to use a card outside
Sure, yeah,
of
exactly.
it, but like it, yeah. But I think it has to be combat.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So you're gonna go and undress the man.
What a
Flick,
plan!
Flick probably like really blushes. I will alleviate him of
From his
armor.
clothing. Okay,
Mhm.
got it. All right, and then Beck,
Liberty
you're going
Fall.
to be a distraction. Oh, God, what do I do? I can.
Oh, you could get. Can you help Salvo from a distance? Can you magic?
Yeah, can you magic something?
I could.
Can
you
you make
imagine?
Salvo a T-Rex?
God, I wish.
Okay.
I wish I had that power. Yeah, I guess there's for Rudy. How much can I interfere with this fight? If I cast another spell, it'll break my disguise probably.
So you get the sense when he was talking about how he wants entertainment that he's like whatever goes kind of a thing. Like,
Okay.
You wouldn't be surprised if like some Idinos jumped in and he was delighted at that rather than like stop
Sweet.
the fight must stop kind of a deal. So
Okay. Well, seems like he enjoys a spectacle. A spectacle, man, words. I will help Salvo where I can. All right, that's the plan. Giddy up,
giddy up. All
little
right.
doggies.
You can see he's holding the T-Rex in place with whatever powers he has. And alrighty, Salvo, do you drop down into the pit? Is that accurate to say?
Yeah. I drop down in the pit,
Okay.
raise my joust stick,
The second you do that, there's that small, it's such a tiny voice, you almost never, ever, ever hear it. But that voice goes, maybe this isn't a good idea. And please give me a spirit test because the T-Rex roars and you see its teeth that are huge, that are as big as you, Salvo's hands. And it's like, oh yeah. Okay. So give me that roll.
Would it be a straight spirit or a willpower?
I'll willpower. That's right. Yes, I'll let you use willpower instead.
It's at least something.
Oh boy. So tell everyone what you got.
I rolled a 2, which gives me a -8 to my value of 10. So my result is a 2.
Okay.
And so
DN10. If you want to try and go big, go for possibilities.
You know what?
But it's going to be a long shot.
Yeah, it's going to be a very long shot. But you know what? Salvo's made plenty.
Oh,
there it is.
Your name is Salvo.
So we're going to do that. Last roll was a 2. And let's see what happens.
Oh, look at that.
So
you succeed.
He almost breaks the U.S. flag code and stains his flags brown. But he manages to hold it together. As you hear, you're not sure if it's his knuckles or the wood creak as he squeezes his joust stick and is kind of like thinking of how he can at least just distract this guy long enough for his friends to hopefully do something.
Great. Okay. So, yeah, well then let us jump into initiative. Fun rule about T-Rexes. Now, I would have said this is a standard scene just because I don't know that this might be the climactic moment. But when there's a T-Rex on the battlefield, it automatically becomes a dramatic scene. Pretty fun. So, for this round, villains go first, heroes have a setback, which means...
I'm going to use, I have a Seize Initiative card that I can play at the beginning of the round. You can do that.
Does it say you can do it outside of your pool, or do we have to tap that before we can use it?
It just says play at the beginning of the round to keep the current drama card or another card, or flip a new one after the card for the round is revealed.
So I think you're going to have to tap that first and use it next round.
Okay.
So setback is a narrative unfortunate turn of events. Huh, how about that? Fun. That'll happen on your turn. Okay, cool.
Yay.
It is the T-Rex's turn first. Just to kind of get my head around what's happening. T-Rex is in the pit with Salvo. The rest of you have edged close. So all of the followers run around the outside of the pit and start watching and cheering and clapping and things like that. You can easily like infiltrate at any point. You could stand next to this guy. You could stand on the other side.
I think. Yeah, I want to kind of like get near him just enough where I can like, I mean, because I guess I'm gonna have to fiddle the buckle to make this work.
Fiddle the buckle.
Whoa.
Is that like a lock picking?
Yeah, I would say that's lock picking. If anyone's trained in that. Otherwise,
I am.
I am. You
I
are. Awesome.
I am.
So that is a trained skill, which means that something about exploding dice. I don't remember what, but we'll get to that if it comes up.
I have a card called Leadership.
Okay. Does that play anytime?
Play to no.
Got to tap these cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I was letting you know I said play to place 2 cards into other characters' card pools directly from your hand or pool, immediately refill your hand. And
Nice.
I have cards right now that is second chance, immediately reattempt any action, or also add 3 to your dexterity, strength, or related skill total.
Oh, okay.
Just thinking I need to give that to maybe Flick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take that on? How many cards can I play in a round? Just one.
So you can tap 1 card at the end of your turn, and you can play that card whenever. Remember, you have critical moment as well, which is that thing you can do once per act where you just move everything over right now.
Okay, let me start by lockpicking, because I may have a card I can play.
So villains go first.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Yep.
And the T-Rex roars, and it moves forward, and it attempts to bite your friend and mine, Salvo. That's the noise it makes. Classic T-Rex noise. it rolls a, what did I do? Why is wounded showing up? I rolled something wrong. It rolls an 8. It rolls an 8, which I assume is going to miss your unarmed. So you can use unarmed or melee defense because you're currently wielding a weapon, whichever is higher.
Yeah, I'm gonna use unarmed. That's 13. So
Okay,
I
so
managed to dodge out of the way.
yeah, the
With
dinosaur
flourish. With flourish,
it does one of those like loopy, like I'll just come down and bite you in half moves, but you sidestep out of the way and it snatches at nothing and then stands right back up. Okay, it is Hero's turn. Our setback is happening. 3 Idinos wielding spears jump in on the side of the Tyrannosaurus and they say, "We will kill the intruder for CEO Emilio Sheen," as they wave their spears in the air. They're now in initiative on the villain side.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and try to. I can't worry about them. I've got to try to get this thing off of him. Yeah.
Question, just so like we can like game the game.
Game the game. Yeah,
game
please
game.
talk about your cards together.
Yes.
Like that's one of the
Yeah.
coolest parts of this game is like
Yeah.
working up the perfect turn
So
with all
I
your cards
have
together.
I have a drama card that I was going to play, which basically gives me a free possibility on top of a possibility.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so yeah, you're
So-
limited to one possibility unless you have those kinds of cards.
So I kind of want to do this Flick, if you're okay with it. Is me go first, play my leadership card to give you 2 extra cards in your pool.
Yeah.
I immediately draw. I take care of those 3 that are in there. So I play this leadership card, which means I can give you I think I'm going to give you the second chance.
So that happens at the end of your turn. You tap a card. So what would you like to do before
I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so before I do it, I'm going to cast fireball at the 3 dudes and the 3 cultists in the pit now.
Okay, cool. I love it.
Time to get crispy.
So does it say anything about AoE of fireball in
Yes, it does. I know that there's a fire thing too because it uses fire rules. Let me get to the page. I think it's 186. Did I do it right? Yes, magic. So fireball. I have a range of 50 meters. It's a medium blast radius. So I have to see page 136 for fire. Let me get there. So fire. Sorry, guys. Where is it? Am I not seeing it? Fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say a radius. I went to 136 and I don't see the radius.
Since Torg is a cinematic game, yes. It is. The GM's.
Yeah, I see fire damage, but I don't see a radius on this page.
There's distance of things, but it doesn't say. We'll say this is like bonfire equivalent.
Okay, so I will aim it at the 3, and it looks like a lasso of flame going towards them. See if I can do it. Boop, boop. Click. Submit.
Wait, did you say a lasso of
A
flame?
flame that goes and it'll explode into a ball. I rolled a 3. I'm gonna possibility because I don't want to disconnect.
Sure.
Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Possibility 0 modifier. Last roll is 3. Submit. That's better. So a 17 result.
Okay. Yeah. That is going to hit with 1 bonus die against these guys.
Okay,
so
awesome. So 14 is the base, and then the D6 is a 4. So 14 plus 4, 18. Wow, math.
Yeah. So that's enough to do 1 wound to shock. You can tell these are not necessarily seasoned warriors. You notice everyone has a spear, even people that it doesn't seem like they know what to do with a spear. So there's an explosion, and when the explosion clears, there are no more Idinos there. They have been combusted. A voice in the back of your head says, "I kill people," quietly. And the man, the Sheen turns to you and he goes, "What? You know magic? Ah! We're gonna talk later about your magic stuff. I got a magic follower. Sweet.
And then now I will tap the cards so I can give.
Yes. So once again, tell us the order of events here because it sounds pretty exciting.
Order of events as far as.
Tapping and spending and giving stuff to.
Okay, so
Flick.
so leadership I play, and if I zoom in because I pulled it out, it's
Let's
play
read
to
it
play-
aloud.
Play to place 2 cards into other characters' card pools directly from your hand or pool. Immediately refill your hand.
Nice.
So I play this card. I place 2 cards to so Flick can have second chance,
Mhm.
and then also adrenaline.
Nice.
I'm sure you're pumped getting there. So adrenaline is add +3 to your dexterity, strength, or related skill total. Adrenaline may be played after determining the success level of that test. And second chance is immediately reattempt any action. The new test takes the place of the failed one. This may be played after a mishap, negating any effects before they occur.
Cool. So Dot, you can right click on those cards and then there's take card. Just put them, they'll go directly into your cards in front of you. And then Amber, you can grab the cards from the Destiny tech. You can
Yep,
deal yourself or draw or whatever it is.
I fill my hand, it said. So
Exactly.
I draw 3.
Draw back up to
Okay.
4.
Wait,
Cool.
Wait, did I miss the cards? Or did...
They're on the right of the Cosmo Court
leadership.
table.
This one right here is the one I'm taking?
No,
No,
above.
those
2 above. Second chance
these
and
2
adrenaline.
above.
Yeah.
Okay. Take card. Got
Nice.
it. On it. Check.
Okay. Who is next?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give another target to that T-Rex. So Beck just sees Cypress kind of do the wind up and puts the goggles down. It's like, well,
Oh, goggles are on.
stupid stuff gets stuff done. She gets into like running position. She runs and she jumps and she times it enough so when the explosion comes, it pushes her close to the T-Rex, and she just to the gauntlet's like, let her rip, and just like the chainsaw. I'm gonna hit this.
Oh yeah. You are on the back of a dinosaur attempting to saw its head off with a chainsaw.
Part of it, it's a very big animal.
Give yourself +2 because I love it so much.
Got lightly singed. All right, where's our new little buddy? There's our new little buddy. Fire 2. You know what? I'm gonna use a possibility. I want this thing to like be mad.
Sure. Yeah. It is. So actually, also you get a +4 on attacks because it's so big and it's hard to miss.
Okay.
So
that would've been...
add another 4 to what you rolled, which makes it a result of a 20. T-Rex is a tough boy. I'll say that. He's a big tough boy. So.
Okay, modifier +4. 14. 25.
25. Okay, that's going to be enough for an outstanding success, which means 2 bonus type on your top. 2 bonus dice on top of your base of 14.
All right, and this is my new little signature weapon thing. So we'll see how much this thing wanted blood. So, I get to roll another one.
Yep.
All right. 25.
25 damage. Wow, that is a huge, like, when you jump on its neck, it doesn't buck backwards, but like bucks forwards because it's confused, giving you like the perfect chainsawing angle. And the voice inside your head of the chainsaw says, "This is the most glorious moment of my life." And you just start chainsawing at it like some sort of insane lumberjack. And it does, wow. Let's see. Let me check that chart. 12, 2 wounds, 4 shock on this monster. Okay, wow, that is significant against. It is tough, like I said, but that is not a little bit of damage. Wow. Okay, cool.
Eat 20th century dinosaur.
So Salvo's always wanted to do this.
Yes.
And so since it did buck forward and drops its head within range, he's holding the joust stick in his left hand, but he hauls off with his right hand and just comes forward to just punch this thing right across the jaw. And yeah, that's
massive jaw. Yeah,
that's what we're doing. So you say we get a +4 on the
you
hit?
get a +4 because it's hard to miss the dinosaur T-Rex's jaw with a punch or with anything really.
Okay, so we're gonna submit that. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and use a possibility.
Okay.
So let's mark that off. Since I did get so much last time. So no modifier. Last roll was an 8. Come on. Does an 18 hit?
That hits. That hits. It is a. Wait, let me double check. It is a good success. Yes, that is enough. That gives you 1 bonus die of damage.
Okay. So I will roll my d6, and I realize I forgot about my perk. I should be doing +2 damage to all my punches. So my base damage is 13.
Gotcha.
So let's roll it. So that's going to be 17 damage.
17 minus its toughness. That's enough to give it an additional 2 shock. It is now at 6 shock total.
And then I'm going to tap my action card. That
Yes.
gives me +3 on an action if I want to.
Roll. Very nice. Cool. Okay. Flick, it is your turn.
All right, so I got some things to set up here. So first things first, because I think I can play. Nope. Okay, a reattempt. Any action the newest takes the place of the failed one. That's the second chance, and then adrenaline. Add 3 to dex, strength, or related skill. Okay.
So those go in your pool too. Those aren't tapped, even though Amber gave them to
those
me.
are just in the pool.
Yeah.
So did I need to get rid of 2 to take those?
No. So those are
okay.
yours. Just you can't use them. You have to tap each one individually. Still at the end of each round.
As I go through my
Yeah,
turns.
exactly,
Yeah. Okay, so the one that I had prepped was the one I had planned for, which is drama this time around. Okay, so I'm gonna start by rolling the lock picking, which I guess is the closest we're gonna get to me trying to undo the buckle of this breastplate.
Yeah.
Without him noticing. Let's hope for the best here, y'all. No. Okay.
Ooh,
It was a 7, which makes it a -2. So I'm going to play this card. I'm gonna tap this card. Called Drama.
So you can only tap it at the end of your turn.
But isn't that the end of the turn? Because it plays on it. This card as a possibility?
No, it's for after your turn has ended. Like after you have done your action and your movement. So if we want to rewind and you want to do something else instead, that's fine.
Oh.
Or you can use your critical moment. Remember, all your cards get moved. Bam, right into your
So
pool.
how do I
everything.
how do I play this card as a possibility after I make my roll?
So you do that on your next turn.
So this drama card, this extra possibility would be on my next time around.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
tap
not
it at
helpful
the
now. That's not helpful because I need it for this.
Sure.
So I will spend a possibility now to add to that. So my roll was a 7. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to go with this. Okay, that helped a lot. So that makes the total roll a 24.
Why are you giving yourself +6? The result is an 18, but the result is 24.
the result,
Gotcha,
the total was, so the result's an 18.
Okay, so there's like 4 or 5 buckles. You get through about half of them without him noticing. Like he's so into the show and enjoying it and applauding that he doesn't even notice that his chest plate is way more loosened.
Great. But he hasn't noticed me.
He has not noticed you, no. He's like leaning forward really closely. You can see the straps across the back of his breastplate, and you just do, and 3 of them are unbuckled. 1 more success you think would probably get rid of all of them.
Next question. What qualifies as scene? Is that every time we go into a new combat, or is a scene like this session?
No, a scene is the entire combat.
So I use situational awareness once in a different combat, but this I can use it once
This
per
is a
scene.
new
So
scene.
I could actually use it. So once per
Yes.
scene, if I use situational awareness now, I can directly play a card from my hand.
Okay, sure.
So
Wait, does it say hand or pool?
it says pool. You're right.
Okay,
It does
good,
say
yeah.
pool.
There
It does
you
say
go.
pool. So
Yes.
actually, I'll hold off on that because I can move another card this round
Yes.
to my pool,
yeah.
which would be better. And I passed this roll, so I will hold on to that.
All right. Awesome. That's everybody. Okay. We're going to go to the next drama card in the next round of initiative next session, because all of you made an action, and as you did so, your disguises disappeared. As you look around you, several other disguises disappear of 5 people, all wearing black suits, and one of them with a tattoo on his neck that says ice cold.
No.
And that is where we will end Forbidden. What is our show name? Reality Raiders 3, The Search for the Eternity Armor.
So we stop on a freeze frame.
We stop on a freeze frame, and then the credits roll, 90s credits that are like really like Hercules, the Legendary Journey style credits. Yeah. Great session. Yay! Session 2, Living Land. Pretty exciting. Let's go around. Everybody tell me where I can find you on the internet, what you're up to these days. I want to know. I want you to tell the people so they can know too. Let's start with Cypress.
That's me.
That's you.
It's me. I was like, who's Cypress for a second? Oh, wait. Yes. Hi, I'm Amber. You can find me on Twitter at Rocket Orca. You can find all of my work and shows at rocketorca.com and geekspective.com. What I've got going on right now is on Saturdays at, let me look at the time, 4 p.m. Eastern. I am running a show using the Warren as the system. It's called The Warren of Petal Grove. So come check that out. Other things, goblins. I'm drawing
That's
them.
your brand. There's goblins.
That's just draw cute little
nice.
goblins doing fall stuff. Okay.
Cool. Let's jump across to the left over me to Shauna.
Hey, I'm Shauna Blanksters on Twitter, and there you can keep track of the games I play and the art that I do. You'll probably see me next time, probably on the shoot. My brain just exploded. My brain just went level up dice Twitch channel on Saturday, 1 p.m. for Scion, the game for a bunch of like godlings, and I get to play a Kitsune. So
Ooh,
very happy. And then
very
the Hero
cool.
Quest thing is still going on. Still waiting for the Kickstarter for the campaign. So I did a hero for that. It's pretty awesome.
Very awesome. Drop down. Little Red Dot. Where can we find you online? What are you up to these days?
You can find me at Little Red Dot. Surprise, surprise. In most of the places, Twitch, Twitter, and the like. I roll a lot of dice and I tell a lot of stories with people. So there's a lot of places you can find me. You can find me at the North by North Quest podcast for Little D&D. We're going to be starting up a new Humblewood campaign, which should be kind of fun. Little critters. I'm gonna play Goose. I'm very excited about it. Other than that, you can find me throughout the week on various channels and with the Stitch of Fate podcast, which is my new project right now. So find me somewhere, and I'm sure I'm posting about it.
Very nice. WebDM Pruitt. Besides WebDM, where can I find you online?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm Pruitt, and Dot, I can't wait to take a gander at that game. And you can find me on Wednesdays. We have our show. We have a Patreon podcast. There's many things. I probably, can't talk about that game. It's already passed. But yeah, tune in next week. We'll see if you're going to have to fly your flags at half mast or if Salvo can come out of it.
No. All right. And I am Rudy Basso. You can follow me online at Rudy Basso or head to my podcast network's website, don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork.com, for lots of great tabletop RPG related podcasts. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the Torg Eternity creators. I'm having such a blast playing this game. And tune in next week for more WebDM Plays Torg Eternity. Bye.